All right. We're going to read it one more time, but this time I'm going to ask you some questions about what we read in the story. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Alrighty. So first we're gonna read it, and then I'm gonna ask you the question, okay? All right. My name is India Opal Bellini. My dad calls me Opal. My dad is a preacher. We just moved to Naomi, Florida. Last summer, the preacher sent me to Winn-Dixie grocery store. I walked into the produce section, and the manager was yelling, "Who let a dirty dog in here?" The manager was going to send the dog to the pound, but I kept him. I named him Winn-Dixie. Read it with me. And he smiled. Okay, so what did Opal find at the grocery store? Did Opal find a cat, a ball, toys, or a dog? Good job. Opal did find a dog at the grocery store. All right, let's keep reading. I brought Winn-Dixie home to meet the preachers. The preacher was not very happy about the dog. He had always told me to help others. Winn-Dixie needed my help. The preacher said I could keep Winn-Dixie if I cleaned him up. I gave Winn-Dixie a bath. Read it with me. And he smiled. All right. So what did Opal need to do to keep Winn-Dixie? Play with him? Give him a bath? Give him food? Or take him for a walk?
Give him a bath.
Good job. The answer is give him a bath. All right. After Winn-Dixie's bath, we started talking. I told Winn-Dixie that the preacher and I had just moved to Naomi. I didn't have any friends or family. It was just the preacher and I. Winn-Dixie understood what I meant. I don't think he had any friends or family either. I told Winn-Dixie that he now had me. And he smiled. All right. So what did Winn-Dixie and Opal do? Did Winn-Dixie and Opal run? Play? Sing? Or talk?
Talk.
Good job. Winn-Dixie and Opal did talk. Alrighty. I told Winn-Dixie that my mom didn't live with us. I didn't know anything about her. The preacher didn't like to talk about her. Winn-Dixie and I went to the preacher to ask him about my mom. I told him to tell me 10 things about her. I wrote down all 10 things that he told me. I didn't want to forget them. I read them to Winn-Dixie. Read it with me. And he smiled. All right. So what did Opal ask the preacher about? Church? Her mom? Dinner? Or her friend?
Her mom.
Good job. Opal did ask the preacher about her mom. All right. Winn-Dixie did not like to be left alone. If we left him alone, he howled so loud the other dogs in the neighborhood would howl back. Our neighbors did not like that. When the preacher and I went to church, we would bring him with us. One day, we brought him to the church and tied him outside to a tree. Winn-Dixie howled so loud, I had to bring him into the church. He sat next to me in the church. There was a mouse in the church. Winn-Dixie ran after it. He caught it. The people in the church were happy, all because of Winn-Dixie, and he smiled. All right. So what did Winn-Dixie run after? Church? A mouse? The preacher? Or a neighbor?
Mouse.
Good job. Winn-Dixie did run after a mouse. All right, you did such a great job answering our comprehension questions today. You got all of them correct all by yourself. High five. Great job. Okay, so now, do you remember those vocabulary words that we